whiskey in the jar. As I was going over Cork and Kerry mountains, I saw the Captain Farrell. As what's the next chord? And the money he was counting. First produced my pistol, then produced my rapier. I said, stand and deliver! The devil, it wasn't devil, he may take ya. Fucking generic chord progression. Oh, it has over 100 likes. I have played Unforgiven too. All right. Nothing else matters. Let's do it. Let's try it, actually. Why wait? I'm gonna make this stream now explaining Nothing Else Matters, which I actually don't remember fully how to play. But the point is, the whole point of Nothing Else Matters is this thing that James came up while having a phone like fucking this. Yeah, honey, I'm gonna pick up my... wait, he didn't have hickeys. I'm gonna buy milk, yeah. And condoms, yeah. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Call it back. I'm onto something! Lars! Help me! Help me make a song out of it! Maybe that went like that. And yeah, imagine a song came just from the open strings and everything else that came after it was attached to it or was delivered from it. Like the chord progression is... What's the chord progression of Nothing Else? E minor, D major, and C major, and then G major and C major 7th. But it all came from this idea, which actually, I'm actually surprised. No one ever before James Hetfield came up with the riff like this. It was 1991, probably 1990, yeah, when he did it. But guitar had been around for centuries by that time. Ballads, rock ballads had been around for a couple decades. Beatles had been broken up for 2 decades by that time. And yet, the world needed James Hetfield to come up with this riff. I don't believe that no one else ever before did it before. I don't know why. But maybe that's the point. You just need the right guy, the right band to take this lick out there to the masses. Maybe there are songs using something like this. But we don't know about it. Metallica did justice to it. Because I'm sure when you were beginner guitarist, you just played around the open strings trying to make music with it. Because just your fingers were not strong enough to play the chords or barré especially. And you just did something. And with this maybe. Actually, there's chord everywhere. This is a fucking chord. Without these two, this is actually E minor. This lower two is the inverted A power chord. It sounds sick. But I don't know. And there you have it. So yeah, can you give me more examples of riffs that utilize open strings and only open strings? Maybe we're missing something. It's not possible that only James Hetfield ever came up with something like this. It's just like not possible. Actually, I tried, back in the day, I tried it as an exercise. Have the open strings and create something with it. Or just use the open strings and the respective unison of the brass string, like. Yeah, I composed the riff with just open strings, not completely, but just the notes. Nothing else matters too. Yeah, what else? It's really fun. What makes guitar so unique that the open strings suggest you the only way to play it. You cannot transpose a riff which is evolving around open strings, you know? You cannot just transpose the openness of it. You need a capo, but it's a cheating. On piano you can't do it, especially with the equally tempered tuning or whatever you call it. But on the guitar you cannot. If you compose a riff like this, you just cannot play it in any other position unless it's too high or too low, like. It works, but it's different. It's way too low. Let's try play Fade to Black. Just one step higher. Oh, lower in A. It must be easy on piano, but because it's an open string here. You need to move it. But you don't have that dissonance where two notes second apart, bleeding into each other. You cannot. It's not like that. That's the power of guitar. Open strings. And anything else. Cemetery Gates also utilize a lot of open string position, except the root chord. Yeah, you see. 3 open chords after the root. You can't play this riff in any other tonality. Just you can't. So yeah, that's a way to compose. Just make it around the open string. Maybe some bass riffs are doing it very well. I like to do it like this, the open pedal tone. What yeah. My fingers are cold. Oh, sorry. I sometimes missing it. Let me read something. I told you something useful, I hope. Write me anything you think I should read. Wait a second. We have enough charge here. Where all things are, I don't remember it. Yeah, right? Trying to stay safe. The city I'm living in now, in Ukraine, is one of the safest places in Ukraine by the standards of the current situation, considering war, rocket attacks. But if this level of safety was in your country, that is now in Lviv, it's probably the most dangerous place in your country, like something like that. The safest place in Ukraine now could be like the most dangerous place in your country, especially if you are one of the prosperous countries. But we don't complain, we just fucking angry. We wanna stay here. And just one moment, maybe to relax. Some wrote me on Instagram, by the way, follow me on Instagram for live updates. Pictures take less internet than videos. And wrote me, why don't you leave Ukraine if it's so fucking dangerous here? Well, it's complicated. And firstly, yeah, men are not legally allowed to leave Ukraine because at any time manpower is needed. Anyone who is fit is gonna find some specialty in army, and I'm accepting it. That's one of the reasons, actually, half reason why I'm learning to drive now. And by the way, tomorrow is gonna be my driver exam. It was postponed, delayed because of Russian attacks. I was supposed to have it last week, but we had the rocket attacks, blackout, so they postponed it till tomorrow. And today I had an extra driving lesson. So yeah, tomorrow is gonna be probably the biggest achievement of this year by me. I'm sorry that you failed yours. Maybe now in Ukraine it's a bit easier because people just need to be legally allowed to drive cars because it's a matter of life and death now, if anything. You just have to be able to evacuate your family if shit comes. just have to do it. And so my instructor told me today that there is only like 10-20% chance that my driver, whoever, tester, will gonna ask me to park even. we're just gonna have a 20-minute drive around the streets and maybe not even parking. If he sees that I'm confident enough behind the wheel, that I don't freak out, he's gonna give me pass. But yeah, we'll see. Weather is shitty now. There's snow, there's black ice, there's this little rainy, snowy, whatever precipitation, which is not good for your when you're driving. It's fucking in your face, always. So, but we'll see. I'm confident enough in tomorrow's exam, but shit may happen. I have 3 mistakes to make. Thank you. Guitar for luck, maybe bass, maybe that will scare the guy. Your bass is have your driver license. I'm gonna come with an axe, like with a hammer. I'm not trying to get Metallica on podcast. Especially considering that I don't have stable mobile internet connection. Imagine if now I managed to get Metallica on my podcast. We have this live chat and we have blackout. No, I'm not gonna do that. And I have other things to take care of. So no. No interviews, no chats, because it's not possible to do probably. I schedule it, and exactly at that time I won't have internet. After a war, well, I have bad news for you. The war will be for a long time. We are winning it, but the fucking cockroaches are there in trenches, and we'll have to put enough efforts to sterilize the place from there, you know? So far, Biden is good for Ukraine. I can't believe I say it, but that's the litmus test, the gut check. A lot of people who are thought were good turned out to be fucking assholes, or not good, but actually professional. I'm not gonna call names, just. And this opposite to people I thought were not competent or were not courageous enough turned out to be fucking. They have guts. They have the right vision of what's going on. So that you know it. You fucking know it. And those who don't know what's going on, you won't change their mind. They're watching Fox News. They're watching the propaganda that... no, you won't change their mind. That's heartbreaking to see those people who I thought were adequate turned out to be not adequate. Just... But we'll win. We'll win, and there will be music. There will be stable connection. And yeah. All right. Let's play something. Those who just joined, I can't have enough time to read your long comments. Please make it short. Yeah, but the war is not politics. Those who say, I'm staying out of politics. I'm not talking about Ukrainian war. It's not politics. It's war for existence. It's survival against evil. Country who just want to live peacefully and fucking someone else wanted to grab and destroy it. I appreciate it that I help you in your bass way. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I forgot how to read Russian. If you are from Ukraine, you sure fucking know how to write in Ukraine. Especially if you write it, not talk it. You have time to translate it. But if you are from, say, Kazakhstan, thank you. I'm alright. Toughen up. Winter has come. And we'll manage it with your help. Alright, we just broke down Nothing Else Matters like 20 minutes ago, I don't know. We talked about... I did a little skit, how James came up with it. That was horrible, but yeah. And we talked about how great is it. And that is really surprising that no one else before came up with such a riff. So what else? But the most badass part of the song is actually the James solo to me. It's outstanding. It's easy, but tricky to pull off exactly like James does it. You just have to have that feel. It maybe sounds cheesy, the feel, but that's actually the problem when you play someone else's licks, especially solos. You oftentimes just cannot have the same vibe. You play the right notes, but it does not sound exactly like that. And that's the case with the Robert Trujillo's Sydney 2004 solo. Типа... That one that I just posted. I played the right notes, but it does not sound as powerful enough as Robert's. It's the point of expression, you know. It's the point of hitting that a little harder than you should, a little overbent, and just have fun. And that's why your own music always sounds more natural, because you write what your technique, your physique suggests to you. And playing someone else's solos, it's sometimes tough. Say, when you see Chris Broderick or Kiko Loureiro play Marty Friedman solos, especially Tornado of Souls, yeah, they played right, but something's missing, and you just cannot pinpoint that. What? You need the original author to perform it, to deliver everything that was supposed to be there. And yeah, maybe that's the motivation for you to write your own music. Because only you can deliver that, exactly what was needed. And yeah, that's why I lately did not learn new riffs, just try to compose shit myself. Time is fleeting, life is short, and war made me think about that. So yeah, I'm just trying to accumulate as much riffs as possible. Making full songs is trickier, you know. Maybe I'll have to find a way to make it even easier. Bulavira is great, but it's time consuming in these circumstances to have all this stuff, drums, guitar. But with the help of my friends, Ben Zimmerman, he did the mixing of all the Bulavira songs and guitar on His Majesty and Wristbreaker. But on Fun Time Killing and 86 Days, it's everything me, because that was the circumstances. And my friend Serge Morozov, he was living next city. He comes to Lviv once in a week. We have a chat. That's actually the only friend I got here to talk to. Only my family, but that's good enough. And I will appreciate their help, but I need to find something to make it on my own completely. You remember that thing, Chromatic Dreams? That song is from there. when I just played alone, just one guitar, no doubles, no harmonies. I just sit like this and play it. And maybe I should return to it. Maybe I should remake it. Those who remember Chromatic Dreams, please write. And that was shitty quality. Oh my god, that was so shitty. But that captured the part of my life when I just closed in the room for half hour while I had the time, while the wife was kids on a walk. I just had to record entire fucking album in half hour. Oh my, on acoustic guitar with steel strings. So much noise! Oh my god! And finally I have the Spanish guitar, classical guitar, with the nylon strings. They will help you cheat because they don't bring too much noise. When you play something, it's just a note. No extra harmonics, no extra. But you should practice on acoustic guitar with steel strings to control your noises, control your fretting, and then you'll be a better player on any other instrument. And also it's harder for your fingers. Steel strings are tough. So yeah. But now I have this, and I can remake Chromatic Dreams. 24 pieces. Maybe make an album. Will you buy it? Vinyl, maybe, I don't know. The limited edition. I will re-record that. And yeah. One man, one guitar. Just like maybe James Hetfield should do it. Kirk has done the solo project. Man, that's the fucking tectonic shift in the Metallica world. And recently I made a poll on my Be In Metal channel. Be In Metal, formerly Metallic Geek. Where I post not what and I asked when to expect Metallica album. And I had 4 or 5 options like 2023, 24, 5 or never. And to my surprise, the biggest vote was never. I was stunned, and people in the comments also were stunned. Like, why? Why a lot of fans think they're never gonna make another album? It's gonna around the corner, yeah. They always talk about it for the past years, like we're working on it. But life conditions, life circumstances make corrections, especially with James. But he's a tough guy. He'll pull through. Without him, Metallica cannot be. So I don't know. There's a weird feeling about it. Like, they could have done it earlier, but they feel to struggle in some domains. So maybe I have this feeling that the next Metallica album could be the last one, in the sense with a tour, you know? The proper album. And then they gonna, you see, it takes too long. Takes too long. 8 years between Death Magnetic and Hardwired. And that was Metallica at their new peak. They just got distracted by other projects, fun projects. But now, the new delay between the new album and Hardwired is dictated by different reasons. And there's no... I don't see why the next Metallica album is gonna be earlier than 8 years too. So even if they make the next album to the next year, next 8 years gonna be 2030. Fuck, on their 50th anniversary. Maybe that's the point. So maybe that's it. It hurts to say that, but when you grow up, mature, you see how things change. And you see Metallica, and my parents are about their age. You see how things can change around 60. And I wish Metallica stays in good health, because you know, it sometimes takes one member to be out for some reason, and it just fall apart. In this case, it's Metallica's case. They're not gonna find another player, another guitarist, another bassist. That's gonna be it. And maybe after this album, this album is gonna be very forced. Hardwired was forced to a great extent. They had 2 years to write it because they did other shit before. But this one's gonna be even more so. It's gonna be like Hardwired, maybe detuned completely, half step down, like Load Reload. It's gonna be slower in general, has more of a clean stuff. It's gonna be Load Reload kind of vibe, but for the reason Metallica just cannot keep up anymore physically. They want to spare themselves now, and we it's in our interest so that they spare themselves, go easy on themselves, and that's gonna be it for next 8 years. And if Metallica stays together, everyone is healthy enough to do music, next album, 12th album, is gonna be on the 50th anniversary, maybe, if we are lucky. In between, the albums in between may be like James going solo too, just to fulfill his creative need, just like Kirk Hammett. Rob does his projects, reunions, and Lars does what else? Art, cinema. And in the meantime, James gotta put on his cowboy hat, his acoustic, and do what actually will sound like Metallica. Metallica is James. Whenever James does something, it sounds like Metallica. Mama said, it only works because there's James there. Loma's lyrics, any acoustic version of Metallica song, James sings it, that means it's Metallica. So, Kirk Hammett's solo EP was, I made a review of it on B Metal channel. Wait a second. Tim, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, I forgot to say you guys, if you want to support me, I launched the memberships, which are called friendship in our case. If you want to support me, if you don't support me on Patreon or PayPal donations, here is an option. I'll make 3 stickers in the pinned comment here. The chat here, see the pinned comment, the link to join our friendship, and the 3 stickers that I have now. I will work on it. I don't need time to figure out how this thing works. I will add more perks for you. And if you have a spare $3, join us here. It will make me see you here, actually. For 7 years! You've been watching me for 7 years! Let me rewind. 7 years was 2015. Back when yeah, what fuck? The time of Total Cliff. When I just met my wife. Oh my god. Привет. So many things changed, man. People who are young, just appreciate the time when you are careless. The time you can do everything. The time you think you are omnipotent. Because with time, you'll have to stick to something. And sacrifice a lot of things. Oh my god. Alright, what do we do? I forgot. Oh my god. That's gonna be easier. Yeah! Light! I forgot about this light bulb. Yeah. Is it better? Yeah, alright. let's back to Metallica. Where did I leave? My thought at. I talked about why Metallica may release only 1 or 2 albums. And yeah, we stopped on James Hetfield's solo project. Possible. I hope it's gonna happen. Because Kirk Hammett's EP was, a couple of songs were masterpieces. And the rest of it was crap. Which he probably composed, you know why, in the what manner. It was so compositionally weak, random. But the 2 songs, I forgot the names of them. They pull it off for me. Like, I give it 7 out of 10. Without that, it's gonna be fucking awful. As for the guy who always wanted an extra outlet for his music outside Metallica, that EP is underwhelming. But maybe that's a warm-up for him. And what if James does something like that? There's gonna be an album of acoustic ballads and some maybe country strumming with James. And that means that's gonna be Metallica. As I said, anything that James touches, especially sings, turns into Metallica. So yeah, we'll have an extra best ballad from him. No Life Till Pleather. What the fuck? He has a lot of riffs. I'm sure he has a lot of like this, like something like this, but Metallica just cannot find the right place in their songs. They used to find place for everything on Load Reload, even some really wacky stuff. Something that does not make cut now. But who knows? As I said, the next album is gonna be like Load Reload. A bit more metal, but down-tuned, slower. For the reason not of experimenting with something new, with going 90s, but for the reason of being it physically possible to play live in their 60s. So expect new classics in the style of Load Reload, but something maybe thrashy, but not Dire Ziv. No way. Don't expect it. I believe Spit Out the Bone was the final chord of Metallica's clear, pure, thrashy chapter. Not chapter, but style. There's not gonna be a song like it anymore. Maybe something short like Hardwired, yes, but not like Spit Out the Bone. That's way too much. Man, they gonna go with something shorter. And, which is actually something optimistic. An instrumental. An instrumental in the style of Load Reload. Maybe that's coming up. A half step lower, with more bluesy vibes. And yeah, something that Load Reload missed. An instrumental. Something that I believe a song like Where the Wild Things Are, I actually pronounced it, should have been. I love James' vocals there. Actually, he sounds not like himself. I recall when I heard the song for the first time, here we are again. Where the Wild Things Are. I thought, well, did they hire a new singer for just one song? I did not believe it. That was James that sang it. But that was him. That's an awesome tune. Very intense. But, you know, that would be a great instrumental with some extra moments, extra musical moments like solos, bass. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Like My Thread of Misery is should have been instrumental. Jason's credit. Where the Wild Things Are, also Jason's riff. He composed it on guitar. Something like that, yeah. He did it on the guitar actually first. So yeah, so that's gonna be cool. What do you think? Should we expect a half step down, load reload-ish instrumental on the next album? Actually, I wonder what would be an instrumental in Saint Anger. Actually, I had an idea. They had a lot of leftovers from Saint Anger, different riffs that did not make the cut, and we could make an instrumental from that. Actually, I had that idea, but not the time for that. Let's talk about Megadeth. What do you think about their album? I think it's decent, but you also see some struggle there. Sometimes it's forced, sometimes it's classic, but I don't see. Fuck. I did not give it another listen fully, since I listened to it fully. It's better than Dystopia, better. It has some fresh moments, but still, a lot of songs were down-tuned. And even though it's still the Megadeth riffs, something is missing when Megadeth is down-tuned, one step and lower. Something's missing. The sharpness, the high-pitchedness of Megadeth is something that makes it part of their style. And but I don't mind another album by another old band that sooner or later gonna retire. And they will retire. And we are in the decade where we'll see a lot of bands retire. Some will die, unfortunately. But by the end of the decade, we'll see even bands like Slipknot hitting their 50s, yeah? And Avenged Sevenfold's gonna be 50, something like that. Gojira. Fuck. That's scary. That's scary to think about. Fuck, I'm gonna be 38 in 2030. And actually, I'm gonna be pretty much gray-haired. I had a lot of gray hair here, so it's gonna be fun to look at me. My genes from my father. But at least I'm not gonna go bald like Lars, I hope. Fuck, Mustaine has such a great genes in terms of hair. He still got them. Kirk is gray-haired. Like he went gray like in a couple years completely. It's weird to see his face and his hair now. There's some dissonance there. He's always been the youngest looking. Mustaine dyes his hair. Yeah, but I'm not talking about the color, the tone, but about the presence of hair in the first place. He's not going bald. He's probably has some hair loss, but not as bad as Lars. Oh my god. And looking at Lars's father, I'm wondering where did his genes come from actually? He's so bald. Hi, Yaroslav. Yeah, youngest looking, and despite being the oldest. He just turned 60, man. And it makes me feel old. I'm 30. And I'm young, but seeing Metallica hitting the retirement age of my country, it feels like I'm next. I'm next generation to become old. Yeah, in terms of hair, Lars got the shortest straw. Yeah, I'm looking pretty young, and that's good. That's good. But I have like maybe not 5% of. With each year, I have more gray hair. It's people say that to me. Man, you got gray hair over the couple months. I was wondering why. All right. We explained Nothing Else Matters a bit, and what makes it great. Just rewind it to the beginning of the stream, and we're gonna have another couple minutes, I guess. Any tips for learning around bass? It's not as hard to play, to ask tips. I apologize. Just play it. I remember struggling with that riff. I remember struggling it. I did not get it. Because it's 16 notes with 2 fingers, but I just played slow, and over the time, it just went faster. That's the way of doing everything. Do it slower. And then you're gonna get faster, naturally. You need just make your fingers stronger. Just adjust to the role of playing bass. Evolutionary, they never played bass. Monkeys did not have it. Just matter of practice, endurance, just athletics. Everything is possible. But yeah, you may be struggling a bit more if you have small hands. I know it's kind of meme that you complaining about small hands of guitar and bass, but actually in my case that's true. To the point that sometimes it's easier to play next after index pinky on bass. I adjusted to it. I made my pinky strong enough to play everything. So yeah. I need to anchor it. Yeah. Actually, I have a pick. Oh, all right. My who you call it, landlord, who I'm renting office from, asked me to send the electricity and water fucking numbers. James 59. I'm gonna do it. Alright. Nothing Else Matters. That was not a proper breakdown of us. But I hope you enjoyed that skit at least. That's cringe. Was the no! Wait a second. Such a shame. I forgot the notes. But I keep playing this. Who remembers my breakdown about Symphony of Destruction and Enter Sandman? I compared them. What makes them great and kind of fight of the songs. Yeah, thank you. So, alright. This was not the stream of a subject, but I want to try and make subjects, like thematical streams. We just pick a song, pick a theme, and I'll make some notes, prepare, and I go explaining to you with the help of great force. May the force be with me during the live streams. And We should start with something that we know all, something very familiar, and then we'll move on to some peculiar stuff. We'll start with Metallica. Maybe we'll just go with just 10 best Metallica clean riffs and what makes them great, or just ranking them. And I play that, just explain it to you. Maybe I show you how they may have been written. Like, there's a story to it also too. James told that he fiddled around this progression for a long time, like, and not just because of progression. You can do it in A and F, but you can do this only in this position. Rewind to the beginning of the stream where I explained the power of the open strings on the guitar. And so he just played this. That's the natural thing to try. He thought, well, I did this previously, so what should I do next? Maybe on this string open. Sounds great. How about the... And there you have it. The whole song came from it. I forgot it. Big. Fuck. And regarding other riffs, formerly Welcome Home. Also as an example of when the open strings do the job. Because you just leave the two open strings ringing and just switch the positions in between. And then some tail. Yeah, they stole the riff. They stole it, but actually improved it. Without Metallica, many people wouldn't have learned about the Bleak House Rainbow Warrior. That's the point. Actually, if you play it on the piano, it may look awkward, like... Only guitar makes it reasonable to play. You don't compose it on any other instrument. What do you think of battery intro? What should I think, other than it's... Well, there's an open string here too, like... Yeah, right? I really love these low chords. I actually tried to compose a lot in this position. detunes. Guitar detunes. Yeah, that's shitty playing, but great riffs. I'm a much better composer than player. That's something I've been always catching up with. No, I have the ear for riffs, but sometimes I just can't play them good enough. And that's the duality of composing. But you have to be able to play your own fucking riffs. Who else if not you? So try to get better at your instrument because it will allow you to play better music, compose it, and actually perform it decently. Because you should not expect anyone else to play your own music correctly but you. Be on your music. That means be fucking great at your instrument. I am not great at my instrument. Still. I spend too much time composing but not polishing the strokes and so on. Playing in one take. I see the covers when they play in one take. Oh my god, I cannot do that. I can't do it, but there will be a couple moments when I mess up so fucking bad. I'm not gonna post it. Actually, I did not have much opportunities over the course of the channel's existence to just plug in and play a big song one take, because I will always have someone interrupting me or something else, like problems with the sound card. So I will either play something short or I record it and then just make the video over it, just overdubbing it out of necessity. So yeah. But the good news is I have electricity now. Metallica. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Metallica geek forever. It's kind of semi-dead, but I'm recording a podcast here now. The audio. Maybe I should re-record some old podcast with shitty quality to make it better. Some episode like things that Metallica did not do for some reason, but they should have. Like, why did Metallica not play Orion with Cliff? They had the tour going. They knew how to play it, and Cliff knew how to play it at least. Maybe he could do some jam at least, but they never did a single part of Orion with him, let alone the entire song. Why? They were scared to play it because they were scared to fuck up? Or maybe they actually don't know it, except Cliff. That's what I discussed in that podcast. But I might re-record it. The sound quality would be better now. And post it on the second channel. Or I have fucking 4 channels. Which one is second? Being Metal channel, formerly Metal Geek. And here I'm gonna just play and go stream with guitar. Alright. Those who just joined, we talked about a lot of stuff. I showed you Nothing Else Matters. I showed you the open string method of composing. Talked about how to compose. And, well, that's be it for now. I'm just enjoying that I have electricity here. Because yesterday I came here, there was no electricity, while we had some at our home. And I'm going down the street, I see half of building has light, half is dark. Even within one building, different power lines. And because of issues with power, we had this planned economy when it's like 70% don't have it while 30% have, and then switch. One block has electricity, another one does not, and then they switch. And where I was approaching the office, I saw There was no light in this part of the street at all. But when I opened the door, turned on, it was there. That's the only reason why this stream is going. Because I was lucky to have the light now. No schedule. Alright. Let's wrap up. My ass is numb. Whenever I go live, I will go live and play something to you with some preparation, maybe. The connection is now via mobile internet. I have two phones with two different mobile providers. Internet on this one is shit in this place. This one is good, and I'm using it as a router to feed this phone with internet. Yeah. And it's actually, tell me if over the course of the stream you had major glitches, major quality downs, and so on. Because if we have a good stream today, that means that I can rely on it in future. And we'll do some themes. But actually, write what you think about it. And yeah, become sponsor. A couple of people are here already, sponsors. I really appreciate it. You'll support me massively, even if for a couple bucks. Actually, I'll see your messages there in the chat. Tim, thank you for being here. When you start playing with yeah? That was intense talk. But since then, I hope there was no issues with the stream. And I apologize for being vertical. That's the only way I can shoot it here. I may adjust it a bit, but not too much. Maybe this is gonna be our feature. Vertical streams with riffs. And yeah. If you really wanted to continue these streams, because I'm not gonna make much money from it, actually none. But in order to prioritize what I should spend my time on, just become member. Never did it, let's see how it works. Or on Patreon or one-time PayPal donation, everything in the description, and we'll see. Yeah, vertical is less internet consuming. Yeah. I just told you the major tip how to improve on guitar or bass. Start slow. Get your fingers into action properly. Learn it slow so that they play correct. Because otherwise you would spend a lot of time basically breaking your habit down and building from ground up. Play slow. Because you are in control of your shit when you're doing it slow. You will have all the time in the world to speed up, and your fingers will tell when it's time, because they will just want to push it. It's basic physique. These are the muscles, the skin, and they need to toughen up to boost the endurance and dexterity. It's basic biology. Just like you do push-ups, pull-ups, same here. Start slow, start accurate, you will get it. Your body is fucking adaptable. Yes, human body will adapt to anything. Any pressure, next time you'll endure it better. Same here, calluses, stretching, It needs time. You cannot do it in a day. It needs time. Muscle grow over time. Bones get tighter over time, whatever. Calluses and everything. It's simple. Just have patience and have fun. Because when you have fun playing something, you won't see the hours, the days, the months. And over time you see, well, I can play it. Because you already have the stamina, dexterity, technique. And what is also important, ear. Try to compose. Try to hear what sounds good, what does not sound good. And try making your own stuff. Because what's the point of being highly technical without being able to play a good riff of your own? But that's not an excuse to be a shitty, sloppy player. That's something I'm fighting with for all my life. The race of my composing abilities, which are higher, and my technical abilities and stamina. So yeah, the world needs more music, original music, and you can contribute to it. Instrumentals. Bulavira. The heavy metal instrumentals, right now that's the chapter of Bulavira, like groove metal instrumentals. But the acoustic instrumentals, you can find them on my Bandcamp. Just go to Bandcamp, Andriy Vasylenko, and you'll see the Chromatic Dreams, those shitty instrumentals, which I should re-record actually. Yeah. Thank you. Chromatic Dreams. That was part of my life. 24 little acoustic instrumentals in all the tonalities. 12 major, 12 minor. And yeah, they helped me go through tough times when I could not make full songs, but it is something. When a man grabs guitar, locks up in the room for some time and just plays. Damage intro. I played on a bass back in 2014 or something, and that's still one of the best covers I ever did. I'm still using that intro sound in my Metallica Geek cover podcast. All right, let's wrap up. If you are just joining, just watch. It has been a fun stream, yeah. I played some cool stuff, explained you some cool stuff, and most importantly, I have big pleasure giving you musical advice. So there's something inside me, and I need students to teach, yes, to continue this experience, because when you just living with something that could make someone else's life easier, funner, it's you just need to give it. More music, more good music will be out there then. So yeah. A lot of people ask me about bass covers or bass lessons via Skype, Zoom. I did a couple back in the day, but right now I cannot guarantee a stable connection. But actually, yeah, why not? Yeah, But I'm not sure what's gonna be the price. It's not gonna be cheap. Well, so to some it's gonna be cheap, but it's gonna be a very dedicated time that I am just going and teaching you via live stream personally. Well, I have some things to do other than that. My pleasure. Did I help you? So yeah, let's go. Write me on my email. Yeah. See you, Tim. Thank you for becoming a member of this channel. Write to my email, business email, this channel. Contact Andriy. Oh, we got some spammer here. Who wants bass lessons or whatever, guitar lessons, composing lessons? Let's try it. I need some company. I need people to talk to. And find it. Contact Andriy somewhere else on business email or Instagram. Find ways to contact me and ask me for a lesson. We'll see. Let's wrap up. Thank you for staying here. It was a fun stream. See you next time. I have electricity. Yeah, thanks for support. See you, friends.